So I want to talk a little bit today about grip tape, and I have gone off grip tape a lot over the last, say, 6 months. I used to use it on all of my mice, and now I just can't stand to use it. So during my testing for the MPO1, I've basically explored all of the different grips you can imagine for this thing, basically doing all of that before my review of the product. And I was exploring a fingertip grip, and the most comfortable way I could find to hold the mouse was for my thumb to be right on this corner here, which is where this kind of comfort groove for the thumb is the most aggressive. So my thumb kept slipping because although the coating on the Vaxi is incredible, it's not quite that good. So, you know, when I've got my finger and I'm holding it nice and tight and I'm pressing on it, it does sometimes just kind of creep forward. So I looked on Zerk Gaming Mod's website to see what sort of options they had for grip tape, and there were a couple of different options, and this is the Core Pads template for the MPO1. It's a soft grip, kind of marketed as a soft grip tape, and I guess my first observation is it doesn't feel that soft to me. I put it on and I instantly disliked it, and I want to talk about it now so that I can basically get the video out the way and then bin it off, get it off the mouse. So the issue I have with grip tape on this mouse is that this mouse feels so high quality when your skin is in contact with it. Like, it sounds really weird to say it, but it's like fun to hold because it's such a nice product. The shape is so nice and the quality of the coating is, you know, it's divine, to use very weird words. But as soon as you put grip tape on it that covers it this much, you no longer get that sensation from the mouse. So you hardly have any contact with the actual mouse itself, and all you have contact with is this shit rubber material, which, while I get it, it adds grip to the mouse, doesn't feel nice, and it also kind of detracts from the shape of the mouse. I'm not sure why it does that, because in theory, the grip tape is uniformly applied across the whole side of the mouse, but it does feel different to me in terms of, you know, this thumb groove doesn't feel quite as exaggerated as it does without the grip tape on. Maybe that's just a psychology thing. The buttons don't feel quite as nice to press, and so on. So I'm very excited now to remove the grip tape from this mouse, and I will probably not use a template pack like this again. Instead, what I'll probably do is use the other pack that I bought, which is just like little squares of grip tape. So you stick it exactly where your thumb's going to go or where your finger's going to go, and it just gives you grip in that one place without taking away from, you know, I won't need to put any grip on this side of the mouse as an example, but it doesn't take away then from the sensation of the mouse, the quality of it, and essentially this grip tape is making the MPO1 feel like a lower quality product than it actually is. So I will take great pleasure in removing this. In fact, I'm going to do it right now. One thing I've always worried about with taking grip tape off a mouse, whether it would remove the coating by taking the grip off, because it's obviously been applied for a couple of days now, but it's not been my experience. You know, I've seen like little patches on my Zowie mice before where I've had grip tape installed, and then when I've pulled it off, it's had like almost like a suntan where that grip tape was. The suntan removed itself after a period of time just through wear, so I think it was just a case of having a bit of residue on the mouse or something. So I'm going to take all of this off, and I will probably feel like using the mouse again, because the second I put this on, that little thing inside of me when I'm testing other products, which, you know, makes me want to play with the MPO1, very quickly disappeared as soon as I put the grip tape on. So I will take this away. It was a fun little experiment. It cost me about £10 to do it, but these things happen. Grip tape, you can fuck off. This feels much nicer, even almost feels grippier, you know. I guess the only issue with this, like I said, is where my thumb wants to sit when I'm gripping in fingertip with this mouse, which I've actually been really enjoying. It kind of just slips a tiny bit, so I'm going to get a little tiny bit of grip tape in there, or I might fashion something out of one of the Clawmates modifications to see if I can lock my finger in instead of having to use like a whole sort of grip tape pack. That's why I don't like grip tape on premium products. I do think they have a place for less premium products though. So if you're using something like a HSK Pro that has no coating on it whatsoever, then I think grip tape is certainly worthwhile, and you know, a template pack in that case will be something that you might want to explore, because they're quite difficult to hold sometimes for certain people, depending on how tight you hold your mice. All right, my short video, hopefully not a shit one.